All right, hey guys, what is up? I have a pretty cool one for you today. I feel like I say that all the time, but I like all of this food that I make, so I'm happy to be sharing it with you in general. So today we're going to be doing a vegan version of tuna salad sandwich, or like we're going to do it in wraps instead. So we're going to use chickpeas instead of tuna, obviously. So I just have a can of chickpeas, about 14 ounces here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just like kind of haphazardly smash it. And I sort of like got prompted to do this one simply because my mom was talking about nutrition and starting like a new like diet. And she was saying to me, well, you have to eat this because there's no protein. She's convinced that I have to have protein powder every day. And I said, well, no, I don't really consume that much protein powder. There was a time when I had it probably every day, but that's when I'm just doing like a very specific training program. It has nothing to do with my regular diet, and I'm not missing out on protein when I'm not using my body like that. Like I was working very long hours on top of also working out and playing music. So, I mean, in those cases, or if you're bodybuilding, definitely have to put some protein powder in your diet. But mostly, even with the plans that I was using a while back, it was chickpeas was my main protein source, which are inexpensive and delicious. So you don't need to like smash it up too much, just like probably 80%. Enjoy the noises of traffic in the background if you can hear them. And that should be good. And some of them are left whole, that's fine. So they look like this. I don't know if you can see that. Cool. Then it's all your other basic ingredients that you would normally put in a tuna salad sandwich, I guess, with a few twists. So cut your celery in half because you want to dice it up. I just like to do them all at the same time. If you're not confident, don't do it like that. Yeah, you can even make them smaller. You can even half these halves. I'm going to do that. All right, so now I'm just going to dice it up. You're going to want to use either a very, very small red onion, like this size. Like, my hands are pretty big, but then it's not big. It's like a teeny little baby one, or like half of a medium-sized one. And I mean, depending on if you don't want to taste the onions that much, just chop them smaller. Ooh, these are strong. My eyes are burning. Oh, wow. Those really burnt my eyes. For some reason, the last like 3 times that I've used onions, I'm like crying. I think they're stronger or something in the winter. Jeez. Maybe that's science. I'm not sure. Maybe they're supposed to always be like that. For me, I'm going to add some pickles. These are an optional thing. I like to dice them up and add them because I like pickles. And you can also just add dill dressing. Yeah, add like 4. That's good. All right, and for spices, we're gonna use garlic powder. You can put garlic powder literally on everything. So I think I'm gonna use just a little bit. So just put it there. Maybe like, that's probably like almost half a teaspoon. And then cayenne pepper, again, another optional thing. I would just add a few dashes, a little spicy. A bit of salt and pepper. Don't go too crazy on those because you can just add more later. That's just like a general rule of spices in general. Use about the juice of 1/2 of a lemon. Again, with the lemon, just taste it before you finish, and you can maybe add some more. If not, doesn't matter. Just don't add too much. Instead of using instead of using mayo, we're going to use hummus. And yes, it's also made with chickpeas, but it can work great for a little bit of a lower fat one. If you don't care about that, just use mayo, vegan mayo, of course. How much of that? So we want to do about 8 tablespoons, and this is 1/2 of a tablespoon, so about so it's about 1/4 of a cup. And I'm sure you noticed already, I'm just using store-bought hummus, and it tends to be a little bit thicker, so you want to add like just a tiny little splash of water, so like a tablespoon of water, just to get it moving. And that's it. That's all your ingredients. So now, obviously, just mix it around. And that's it for the mixture. Now to prepare it in a wrap. Obviously, like I said, I'm using a wrap, but you could totally use 2 pieces of bread. You could also make a tuna melt with this, or a chickpea melt. You just put that on a lightly toasted bread, put this on top, and then put some vegan cheese on top and melt it. Boom, you have that. But this is how we're gonna make it today. So just grab a plate. I just have these leftover wraps, just regular. Obviously made sure they're vegan. You could even serve these inside of little lettuce cups if you like to. It's just down to preference. And yeah, that's it. That's the quickest recipe I think I've ever made. So that's your vegan tuna salad sandwich wrap. And like I said, you could make a tuna melt out of this, anything, or not anything. You can make a tuna melt out of this. You could just eat it like this, wraps, what have you. And yeah, go ahead and use mayo if you like. I just didn't want to buy any because then I'll put it on everything. And you know, I keep danger out of my house as much as I can. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you want to be the first to know about when my next video comes out. Peace.